Right now on ABC 10 News at 6 a.m.
The state of emergency declared in California because of a rare disease that is spreading quickly.
Monkeypox is not COVID, but it is contagious, it is painful, and it can be dangerous.
A push to nip it in the bud and stop the spread.
We still have a chance to slow this thing down if we can get shots into arms as quickly as possible.
But there's a problem.
To be honest, there's no vaccines to get.
I am calling on the President of the United States to use the Defense Production Act to manufacture more vaccine.
I'm Sophia Hernandez in studio with the questions from a local doctor about what the declaration means for our county.
700 miles away from San Diego County, another emergency. The McKinney fire, the largest in California this year, rages on, destroying everything in its path.
I didn't expect to have anything to come back to.
No, the house was here and there was a big pantry and a kitchen and a dining room.
The neighbors left to pick up what's left. And later this morning,
they need to undo that damage now.
Protests outside of Congress, veterans camping out at the Capitol.
Keep the lights on, keep the doors open, and don't leave here tonight until you do the right thing by these folks.
Comedian Jon Stewart joining activists calling on U.S. senators to pass the Honoring Our Pact Act. At 6:30, an all-new in-depth conversation with our Capitol correspondent about why this bill was voted down in the first place.
Right now on ABC 10 News at 6 a.m.
Another busy morning as several local districts begin the new school year. From the East County with Cajon Valley, Alpine Union, and Tehisa Union to the North County, Oceanside Unified, and Poway Unified, where we have ABC 10 News reporter Marie Coronel.
I'm visiting Rancho Bernardo High School, where faculty and staff are getting ready to welcome back students. I'll tell you about some of the changes from the new school, getting students a head start on college to the later start times.
And you may start hearing more of this in your neighborhood.
That flying saucer type of sound?
No little green men in Poway. Instead, that is the sound of the future of school buses.
That's because school districts across San Diego are ditching gas and they're going electric.
All new this morning, ABC 10 News reporter Jeff Lasky buckles up and takes a ride on one of the electric buses in Poway and finds out how they are benefiting more than just the environment.
And it will be a hot and humid first day of school. I'm meteorologist Megan Perry tracking the extreme heat that prompted a flex alert across all of California.
Right now on ABC 10 News at 6 a.m.
We're making progress.
That's what the president is saying about the economy, but many American families say they don't agree.
Have you guys been to the grocery store lately? What else can you do, starve?
Some are struggling and making cuts just to make ends meet. I'm Marie Coronel in Chula Vista, taking a closer look at the new inflation report and what this means for your budget. That report leading to the worst day on Wall Street in more than 2 years. We are keeping an eye on the stock market this morning and something else that could have an impact on the economy. A looming railroad workers strike.
It's going to have a ripple effects into our overall economy. It risks harming families, it risks harming businesses and whole communities.
Here in San Diego,
I think it would be noticeable within a few days that certain things aren't available.
Empty shelves could be just the beginning.
The strike could impact the way we get to work.
In an all-new report, ABC 10 News reporter Jared Aarons takes an in-depth look at what that strike could mean for you. Their entire lives, these beagles have only seen the worst in humanity.
These beagles have gone through about the worst of the worst in the research world. They've needed medical care, they've had injuries that haven't been dealt with, they haven't had sufficient food and water, they've been crowded in cages.
But little by little, person by person, that is changing. From cages to carriers, 108 beagles loaded onto a small plane, making the 2,600-mile journey from Hagerstown, Maryland to Gillespie Field in El Cajon.
It smelled like a kennel in there, but the dogs were barking, they were really happy. It was a nice little party up in the sky.
And a nice party on the ground, too. Volunteers welcoming the pups to sunny San Diego.
Oh, it's the best thing to get them into a home. They went a long way.
Literally took a village of people and partners
to get these dogs here.
A village that consists of the Humane Society, Greater Good Charities, and I Heart Dogs.
It's really cool to see all of these communities come together to support these animals.
And they're not done yet.
We want to give them a chance to actually live their lives and learn what it's like to be a dog.
The next morning, we woke up bright and early to meet some of the beagles at the Humane Society campus. The focus now, to teach these little ones what it's like to be a companion and a family member that is loved.
This is the first time they're out in grass, playing with toys. A lot of patience and working with them so that they can become happy and successful pups.
Some of the beagles that went to the Helen Woodward Animal Center last month are already on their way.
She's just the sweetest thing. It's just amazing, as we've all been saying, how sweet and resilient these dogs are after all they went through.
The 11th apartment had only one closet.
It's hard to believe, but Westview High School senior Jessica Ong, who came to the U.S. from Thailand at age 7, says reading didn't come easily to her.
I learned Thai before I learned English, and so I kind of have that experience of that my grandma has of trying to find words and it's not coming out the way I want it to.
Jessica's grandmother, who lives in Thailand, was diagnosed with Alzheimer's about 2 years ago.
And that's why I wanted to read with her, because I knew that the words were already on the page and we could experience that together.
The seed that started as reading with her grandma Yai blossomed into the San Diego Seniors Book Club.
That was kind of the moment of inspiration where I knew that I needed to do something about it, because these seniors don't have a lot of time to be waiting around.
More than 100 seniors, some fighting dementia, have benefited from the club inspired by Jessica's grandmother, including here at the Ed Brown Center for Active Adults in Rancho Bernardo. Jessica says one thing she never expected is how much the discussions would help her mind. What kinds of things do you think you've learned from the seniors?
I walk out of the sessions like having my mind completely filled. I learned so much about history. I've learned about like 70s cannabis culture and like homophobia in the 80s, things that I've never thought about before.
I met Jessica at the Rancho Penasquitos Library. So this place is special to you?
Yes, I live around here and I come here almost every day.
A place where she can look at the books the seniors choose to read as part of her club, which is both in person and virtual. Does your grandmother understand what you're doing?
I don't think so, but I think she knows that in the stuff I do, I love her and I'm trying to show her through my actions.
Actions that speak louder than words.
I hope that I can just help them feel supported and help them feel like they have a friend